Hello kids, welcome to the class. Hope you all are fine, right? So let's start our topic. Today we are going to discuss about your countable and uncountable nouns. Okay? So yes, already you know that nouns are naming words, right? And what are the different types of nouns? Nouns are of 5 types, right? What are that? The first one is your common noun. Second one is your proper noun. Third one concrete noun. Next one abstract noun. And the last one is your collective noun, right? So now, already you know that 5 different types of nouns we have. Now again, what are this? According to the way we can count or not, the common nouns are divided into countable and uncountable nouns. Okay kids? So now you will say me, why not proper noun? Why only common noun? Is because proper nouns are only one thing. For example, if I'll say you, so Taj Mahal is a proper noun, right? So can we have plural form of Taj Mahal? No, right? Only one we have. So that's why proper nouns are only one. That means they are special. So we cannot have plural forms of that. Okay? But for common noun like girl means girls, we can have the plural form, right? So that's why the common nouns, okay? Common nouns can be countable or uncountable. Now, what is the meaning of countable? Countable. That means the nouns which we can count, okay, so that are countable, and the nouns which we cannot count are called as your uncountable nouns. Okay kids, now moving to the point, so common nouns can be countable and uncountable. Okay, now coming to the point, so now we will discuss about the first one, that is the countable nouns, and why these are called as countable, and why we are forming a sentence, and when we are using a countable noun, what else we are going to use with the countable nouns. Now we will discuss. Okay kids, and that too with examples. Okay, so let's start. So see here kids, these are the countable nouns. The first point is what here? Countable nouns have plurals. That means what? As I said you, girl can be girls, right? So girl is a common noun and it is countable. Countable means what? You can count the girls, right? So girl, girls, it have the plural forms, okay? And you kids, car, cars. That means the plural form, it have the plural form. In the previous classes we have discussed about singular and plural forms, right? So that's what the plural forms, the particular nouns have its plural forms when these are countable. Okay. Now, so what are the examples? Cows, kids, children, goats, keys, cars, house, etc. Okay. That means countable nouns can have its plural forms. Okay. Now, coming to the second point, countable nouns, what? Articles can be used. What are articles? A and the. In any of the classes, again we will be discussing about these articles in detail. Okay kids? Yes, so A and the are your articles. Okay? Already you know about A and the also, right? Yes. So the articles A and the are used before your countable nouns. Okay? Examples are what your? A brush, right? When one brush is there, you are using a brush. Now, and when, already you know that when the nouns are starting with your what? Vowel. At that time we are using an, right? You know the use of an. Again we will be discussing in detail about a and the in another class. Okay. Now, so an orange, right? An orange. Now, the car. Car can be the car. Similarly, the house, okay, a brush, a pen, a phone, a TV, when singular, a phone, etc., right? An orange, an apple, right? So, a and the can be used before your countable nouns, okay kids? Now, moving to the third point, what is that? Yes, this is very important. What? While you are writing a sentence, and in that sentence, if you have your countable nouns, you can also add the words like many, okay? Many, a few, a large. This is very important kids, okay? So when you are using countable nouns, before your countable nouns in the sentence, you can also use what? Many, a few, a large, Okay, these three can be used. Okay. Now, coming to examples, you can say many apples, right? Apples are your countable nouns. Countable, you can count apples, right? Yes. So, many apples. Okay. Now, a few roses, we can say. Roses also countable noun? Yes. So, we can use a few roses. Okay. A few pens, a few pencils. Okay. Many oranges. You can say many oranges. So, for countable nouns which you can count, for example, whatever the things you can count, that are called as countable nouns, and you can use many, a few, a large, etc. before your countable nouns. Okay kids, I hope this thing is particularly clear to you. Now once again, countable nouns are what? The nouns you can count. Okay, I think this one is clear. So next we will move to uncountable nouns. Okay kids. So your uncountable nouns are what? The nouns which you cannot count, like air, water, milk are called as your uncountable nouns, right? So let's go in detail about the uncountable nouns. So kids, see here. So uncountable nouns don't have plural forms. So exactly the opposite of countable nouns. Countable nouns have singular and plural forms, right? But your uncountable nouns, so your uncountable nouns don't have plural forms. Okay kids? Yes. So examples are what here? Water, salt, etc. Do water have plural form? Can we say in the previous class we studied about your singular and plural. Can we say water, waters? No, right? So only for the countable nouns we have the plural forms. Okay? So for uncountable nouns we don't have any plural forms. Okay? So examples are water, salt. Why? Because we cannot say waters or we cannot say salts. We cannot say eggs because these all are uncountable nouns. Okay? Now coming to the next point, what is that? So only the is used in front of your uncountable nouns. What is the meaning? So in your countable nouns you can use a and the. Okay, because a is for singular starting with consonant. So an is used for your what? Singular only, and the can be used for both singular and plural, right? But for your uncountable nouns, only the is used before your uncountable nouns. Some examples are what here? The juice. Can we say a juice? No, right? Can we say a milk? No, right? So similarly, only the is used for your uncountable nouns like juice, milk. Okay, so we can say only the is used in front of your uncountable nouns. Examples are the juice, the milk, the water, etc. We cannot use a and, okay, in front of your uncountable nouns. Okay kids? Yes. Now moving to the third point, there we discussed that in your countable nouns we can use a few, a little, etc. Right? So here we can use now in the third point what happened? So in countable nouns we can use like many, a large number of, etc. But here what to use? Here you have to use much, little, a large amount of. Okay. So little time. So time is a uncountable noun. So we can use little time. Can we say many time? Or can we say lot of time? No, right? Yes. Lot of time we can say that. So little can be used for your what? Little time can be used for your uncountable nouns. Yes. A large amount of. We cannot say a large number of, right? Okay, because they are countable, so that's why we are using a large number of. Okay, but here we can use only large amount of. So we can say much water, etc. Okay kids, I hope this one is completely clear to you. So next we will discuss what are the words which can be used for both countable and uncountable nouns. Okay.